Okay, I don't know why. I mean, uh, earlier I recorded a video when I worked with um, ShiftFlow, but basically it was a little bit of rambling and discussing with AI. So I think it's not something that I want to upload because it doesn't have anything important to me. Basically, until this stage, I am kind of like it's just like this message that I wanna send to my boss. Basically, this app is done. I believe about 95%. I still feel there's something that I wanna fix or I need to improve, but I just couldn't. I just don't could not remember now or recall it now. I took note all of them around something around here. And most of like all those one got fixed or resolved already. However, I believe there's still something that I need to work on. And I decided to just leave it there until I show it to my boss. Maybe I just sent him a message asking if like give him give him the updates about my process, because I've been working on this app for quite a while, and I know that he is not the one who's willing to test himself because he doesn't have time, and it also is a little bit technical, like he doesn't know like what to test. Even I send him a, a clear instruction. I guess he's it's not the good idea to let him do it himself. So I decided to maybe share the screen with him, or maybe sharing screen with like in Google Meets or whatever. But he asked me to meet to for a catch up. I think it's good to talk in person, so I show him what it's look like in the phone, and how big the code base is. So for now, let's just leave it there. Too many stuff I don't even want to read it now, but I know there's something I have to do with stuff. The stuff up. Let's do it later. Let me check again if this one all green or not. Tip. Should be green. Okay, so I decided to not spending my time on that stuff because I will figure it out later. I think I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. No, go to learn PTE. So for I have, oh shit, did I just show the, no, it's okay. Did I just show the personal information? Yes, but it doesn't matter. So far I have two websites to practice, either this one or this one. I bought this one and I thought that I'm so smart because I bought this one, but to be honest I don't like this platform anymore after I figure out like it's use the old template, and I hate learning with templates. Last time let's make it side by side. Now it's 10:45 already, so I guess I'm gonna study for 20 minutes and go to sleep. If I have to go back to the square image now, it takes time for me to warm up and to record everything. So maybe I'm gonna jump into like reading, because it is kind of, to me, is the easiest skill. No, I don't think it's easy to me now, but let's see. I forgot what is the chat, that chat was. Okay. Last time. This is my pen the last time I did record. Anyway. So give it a try with read out loud, repeat sentence, describe. Describe image is my kind of my like when my worst nightmare return lecture. To be honest, I should learn the class like my husband, because they learn with the structure. Now I just learn anything random. I'll ask my husband about this. I'm sorry, and then let's do medium. Lincoln apparently radical change of mind about his war power to emancipate. Slave was caused. What the heck? Slave was caused by the escalating scope of war, which what's wrong with this? Of war which implemented and is measured to weaken the. Chết rồi, bậy rồi. Toàn từ khó không? Confederacy and strengthen the union of justifiable as a military necessity. Lincoln apparently radical change of mind about his war powers to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity. Shit, I feel like I did like shit. Okay, let's see how it works. Click to score 30. I want to see how they do it.
Lincoln's apparently radical change of mind about his war powers to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity.
Justifiable as a military necessity. Okay, I'll do it again. Lincoln apparently radical change of mind about his war powers to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort were justifiable as military necessity. Lincoln apparently radical change of mind about his war powers to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Lincoln apparently radical change of mind about his war powers to emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable as a military necessity. Okay, one of the problem is that whenever I try to read something fast, like my twist, my tongue's like, I'm gonna swallow my tongue. That feeling, I don't know how to describe it in English, but I think the word is like mumble, and I tend to mumble, and I'm gonna just mess it up. Let's see. You know, when I listen to their sample, I feel like, okay, the rhythm is like this. It's not too difficult, but until I really do it, I feel like, what the heck am I doing? So Let's submit first. I think the oral fluency now increased, but Lincoln apparently radically changed his mind about his work powers to emancipate. The problem is that too many new words kind of in this emancipate slaves was caused by the escalating scope of war, which convinced him that any measure to weaken the Confederacy. The syllable will be in the second one, Confederacy, and strengthen the Union war effort was justifiable. Justifiable? Is it? Is this justifiable? Okay, I remember the half translation. I'm gonna rõ ràng là very question of my giải phóng hả? Emancipate. Cái từ này hay nghe. Emancipate. Lụ liên bỏ vô